Hello, hello. Just trying to get it live now. Bear with me. All right. All right. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all good. Just making sure I'm live everywhere. Bear with me a moment, please. All right, everybody. I swear I will stop typing and get this together a little bit sooner next time. Hassan, just coming in hot with it. What's happening, everybody? How you guys doing today? Is everybody super excited? I know I am. I don't know if you guys have looked at the charts in the last 15 minutes, but if not, go take a look at Bitcoin right now. Go ahead and do it. Oh, wait, I'm looking at it right now on the screen. Look at this beautiful candle. Bitcoin is mooning. Bitcoin is mooning. And it is great. And we should all be happy about that. All right, let me make sure I'm live everywhere because I started jawing before I made sure I had launched on all platforms. 2 seconds, please, guys. Oh, good Lord. Let's do it. All right. What are my thoughts on that spike? That's a good question. I don't know. I personally have been playing it a little conservative and greedy, and I have actually just been sitting out over this little 8K run waiting for the next one. Didn't see this one coming, feeling a little sheepish about that, and wish I would have just dumped all in about 20 minutes ago, but I didn't. And again, don't lament the trades you didn't make. So you know, I hope you guys were in, but I will tell you it's almost a guarantee that it's going to pull back and consolidate from this a little bit. So don't worry about it too much, but I hope some of you guys were able to jump in on that little moon rocket right there, because that was a nice one. So anyway, yeah, I don't normally start out talking about that, but that was way too exciting. We'll come back to that momentarily. Yes, everything else has been up, but that's, Russell, as you know, that's how things go in this market, right? Bitcoin ramps up, then it'll consolidate and pull back a little bit. The alts tend to take off in that time, which is, I think, what you're referring to there. And then, you know, when Bitcoin, I bet you the alts are gonna, with this kind of action on Bitcoin, my guess would be that people are gonna start to clear out of their alt positions a little bit, start to put it back into BTC for this next anticipated run. But yeah, that's a huge jump right there. So anyway, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? A couple of interesting news factors. You guys know I like to usually start off with some basic current events. One thing that I think is very cool, this is just a real brief one, but as you may know, we are fans of the Substratum project here at Cryptosomniac, and I think this is pretty cool, is that they actually tweeted directly from Substratum today. So from a node today, it is live, and that is a great thing, because that is one step further forward to a truly decentralized internet that is truly open and free. So shout out to BJ Allman on that one. That is huge. Congratulations. I will say with this, you know, again, I normally like to talk about a current event, and then let's go ahead and take a look at the price. And I don't see a lot of action on Substratum today. Where did this go? Oh yeah, I always do this. I add it on my TradingView, and then I look for it on the Cryptosomniac one like it's supposed to be here. Ah, boy, one of these days I'll get it together. Well, let's take a look at that. Give me just a second, Glockmatics, and we'll take a peek. But I think you'll find it's very common for the fib levels to line up. But anyway, back to what I was talking about for Substratum. Yeah, it looks like yeah, they've been holding pretty steady, and in fact, it's breaking down a little bit. So that may be a case of buy the rumor, sell the news. And now that the news is out, I mean, they did tweet live today that they launched it. So maybe now that the news is out, people have sold off some of their shares, figuring that is already baked into the price. Should I say sold off some of their coins, thinking that's based into the price. But remains to be seen. We'll see what Substratum does in the near term. But I just thought that was a very cool thing that it's actually happening. So let's see what else. Another thing that I thought was very interesting is Amazon has the Amazon Web Services section has deployed an ETH dev kit, basically templates on there, so that and Hyperledger, so that developers can skip writing their own blockchain and just get right down to business by using the Amazon Web Services, and I would imagine launching an ICO as an ERC20 token there. But anyway, I think that is also another great step forward into mass market adoption. The more, realistically, the more we see things like Amazon or other, well-established companies start to offer things relating to blockchain and get traditional consumers more accustomed to it, I think the better. And this is a little bit step away from going directly to the consumers, but anybody who is using Amazon Web Services, if you now want to operate in the blockchain space, they have made that a lot easier. So let's see. So Cyberknown, you know what? I did look at Qash, and I'm not a huge fan of the chart. It looks, let's see. Oh, I have it up here. Let's go ahead and jump over. So I like the concept. I will say that I do like the concept of what they are trying to do. It's going to bring a lot more liquidity, but I don't like the way that I don't like the price movement on it, to be honest with you. It doesn't look so bad out on the larger candles, but once you start getting down into the smaller candles, it looks like there's a lot of bots trading that, is what it looks like to me. Again, that is just my opinion. I have zero basis on that, other than the way that the price action is moving makes me think it just looks like bot trading. I mean, this is unusual with how many of these tiny little dojis there are. And again, these are, you guys know I don't like to use the smaller intervals until I'm getting in and specifically looking for, is it time to buy now or sell now, etc. But yeah, as you get down on these smaller candle time frames, I really don't like the way that these prices look. That just, no other currency looks like that. I'm not touching this stuff. I like the concept. I looked into the project, and we do have one of our writers doing a full write-up on Coin. I also think, in my personal opinion, and this is just completely unrelated to the tech, but I think their names are stupid. Qash with a Q, and then Coin, Q-U-I-O-N-E, and it's all kind of annoying. But I do like the concept of the project, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. I'm not touching this thing. It's not getting any of my money until I see a little bit less strange action in the charts. But that's yeah, I'm not touching it. That's my opinion. Yeah, I mean, feel free if you like the project. Like I said, it seems like the concept is good, but I don't like that action on that chart. So I know you guys have been asking me about that for a while, and I did want to finally touch base on that. So yeah, anyway. Yes, time in the market rather than timing the market. That's exactly right. And if you're like any of the rest of us, you spend a lot of time staring at your Tradingview. So one thing that I did want to touch on today is something that, so I'm a big customizer of everything. I like to make things my own, or at least make them look like things that I would want to look at. And so something I thought was pretty cool that I don't know if everybody knows is you can do a lot of customization to your Tradingview. I've been tricking mine out on my over on my account and wanted to start doing some of that here. So just one thing that I think is real easy. I like making everything look blacklighty because I'm a nerd and I was a raver when I was a kid. So anyway, I like that particular color palette, and it's kind of cool the way you can modify these things. So you just set your fib retracement, for example, and then you can go in and actually modify it and customize your colors so that it suits your tastes a little bit better. And so I'm gonna make this look black lady because I'm a nerd like that. Let's see, maybe we do this one purple, this one pink, and sweet, snazzy, look at that. And we have this big bright yellow line. Well, I'm not a huge fan of bright yellow, so why don't we just customize that? And I think I told you guys I like purple, right? Yeah, look at that, nice and bold, still very easy to see. Beautiful. All right, anyway, so kind of a neat thing there. Since you're going to spend a lot of time staring at your trading view, you might as well set it into a format that suits your eyes. And there's actually even a night mode on this, and I don't remember how to turn that on, so we'll touch on that later. And get back to what I know you guys are here for, which is the TA. So what did we do to Sam? Sam is going to be out a little bit. He is taking a little bit of a break, but he will be back. And fortunately, you've got Snay around to give you his excellent educated opinions, and me to at least be entertaining in the meantime, and get off on some good rants here and there, and share the knowledge that I do have. So yes, exactly. Pimp your trading view to match your LED rig lighting. Exactly. Why not make everything look snazzy? And let's see, so sell ETH while it still has value. Why do you say that, John? Why do you say that? ETH will have value. ETH is still the granddaddy and it is still launching most of the ICOs, but I do agree that if EOS accomplishes their goal, they are a real threat to Ethereum's dominance, at least as the granddaddy of ICO launches. So, all right. Hey, thanks, Barry. Appreciate that. Let's see what else we got up here. Who else? Yeah, hashtag squiggle boom. You're right. That's it is definitely, we had a little bit of squiggle, and then we went boom. Let's get back over here to Bitcoin because I just want to look at that beautiful candle again. But if you notice, guys, we're having some pretty similar patterns form. Huge run, a little bit of sideways trading action, not quite as big of a candle, a little bit of correction, and then as soon as we broke off of the macro downtrend, it's been off to the races. A little bit of sideways action, but I think we're going to see 10K before May at this rate. I think we will. I think it took what? Let's see, when do we get this run? So it took 6 days for it to run from 8 to 9, so we've definitely got at least 6 days left this month, and it seems to me all signs are pointing towards bullish. We've had a lot of good volume, we've had a lot of good mainstream media coverage and things, so I think the real confirmation is going to be, that we have finally entered the bull market again, is going to be probably a little closer to 12, but I'm very happy with the price action that we've seen lately, and I will be very happy that if it continues this direction. Definitely had some still greedy lower buy orders in down around 6, going ahead and just nixing those out because I don't think we're seeing that again anytime soon. But who knows? This is crypto and it is Bitcoin, and one India ban or China ban or any other kind of ban, and we could be facing some falling knives. But for right now, I think the action is looking great, and yeah, I would say I will be buying myself. Let's see, what else? Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, ETH, Bitcoin, all good. Yeah, everything's all good. Again, guys, I know I sound like a broken record. I think I say this literally every stream, but Bitcoin, everything's pegged to Bitcoin, whether we like it or not, until we see some more of these fiat pairs get introduced. And I should touch back on something that my last stream I got on and spoke about, Binance and the rumor that they were going to be releasing fiat pairs, and it looks like that rumor has been, I don't know if debunked is the term, but the official word from Binance is no fiat pairs anytime in the near future. And so until we see that, guys, I think Bitcoin remains king. Bitcoin will remain king, and it is the gateway vector into the market for most people, primarily because of brand recognition. Bitcoin is the name. Most people that are uninitiated still think that everything is Bitcoin. So until then, I think Bitcoin is will remain dominant. And let's see. In fact, while we're on that subject, let's take a peek. Wow, BTC dominant. So I chalk this up to the run that the alts have had lately, down at 37%. I mean, we were sitting around 42% for several weeks now. So that's back down. We do have, whoa, wow. This market has jumped up $12 billion. No, I'm sorry. Make that $12 trillion. No, billion. Yeah, cool. I'm really good at math. $12 billion since I started streaming. Is that accurate? Yeah, we were at about 400 this morning, and 400 billion. Not even this morning, this afternoon, and it's since gone up to 412. So again, we just keep seeing more and more money coming into the market, and I think that is leading to this bullish trajectory that we have been on. Let's see. Best entry for ETH. Well, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at ETH. Whoops. I don't want to zoom. I want to scroll. What the hell is going on here? ETH USD pairs. Let's take a look. Well, actually, I should probably clarify that. Do you want to? Are you trading that against USD, or are you trading that against BTC? I'm going to do USD because that's what I found first. And let's take a look. What is a good entry point for it? Again, as I like to say, guys, it's most important to consider current market. So I'm really just going to go from the weekend because it's. So whoops, let me get my fib. And that is the 21st. Great. All right. Entry point for ETH. Looking at it on the 4-hour, looks like we do have some good bull volume coming in. RSI is getting up there pretty far, but that's a good sign. We have the histogram curling up and a nice little cup there on the 4-hour for the MACD. Confirming on the 2-hour. 1 hour has already had the bull cross. Look at that. So yeah, I would say ETH is about to be off to the races as well. As far as entry points, let's see here. Take it down to the 1 hour. And guys, I think I've said this before. You know, often I've trade fairly conservatively, so I usually will try to set my buys down in this area. I don't know if we're seeing that anytime in the next week or two, unless we get some bad news. So I like to set my buys either. You know, you set your stop loss just above the fibs, and then I'll set buy orders just below these fibs. So yeah, who knows? I would wait for this to pull back and consolidate a little bit before you buy anything. But that being said, if you're super FOMO and you're going to FOMO in against against best practices, I would put, you know, myself, I would put some buy orders. I would ladder them in anywhere between 630 and 641, and then I would just wait right now. You know, let's see if you really are insisting on getting in, because guys, how many times do I say this? Don't chase parabolic runs. This is basically going parabolic. You can see it right here. That's taken off. Wait for it to consolidate. So see, we got a couple of candles here with some sideways action. Looks like yeah, I don't know. If you're gonna try to FOMO into this, if I was gonna try to FOMO into this, then I would start setting my buy orders somewhere 648 to 657, and then just leave them alone. And then if they didn't fill, then I would reassess that situation once I come back to my computer. But that's the way you're gonna avoid just throwing money behind things, and then set tight stop losses. You know, as far as if you are going to buy in on a FOMO, on a run, then you got to set super tight stop losses. So basically, you know, make sure it's worth getting into the trade for you if you're going to do that. That's what I would say. All right. What about Bitcoin private? Does it deserve to be in the top 20? Probably not. But as we know with Bitcoin Cash, all you got to do is stick the name Bitcoin on it, and a lot of people are going to try to support it initially because of, again, the brand recognition that I was talking about. So I don't. The only fork that I hold from Bitcoin that I care at all about, and I don't really care about it, but the only one that I hold is I have nice little chunk of Bitcoin Cash that I got when that original fork happened, that I just have sitting in a wallet, and I'm waiting for it to moon so I can sell it, or maybe I'll just sit on it. But I don't know about any of the rest of those Bitcoin forks. I don't pay attention to them, to be honest with you. All right, so let's see. Can we take a look at BTC ETH? All right, yeah, sure, why not? Let's take a look at the BTC ETH. Oops, what's going on there? Oh, it wants to do ETH BTC. ETH USD. ETH Bitcoin on. Yeah, we'll do Bittrex. Okay. And ETH BTC. All right. So it's the 23rd. I'll do that same time frame here. Where are we at? Probably helps if I use the same candles while I'm trying to figure out the time frame. Okay. So this should be about the 21st. There we go. Oops. Look at the rest of these indicators. Histogram starting to curl down. MACD, oops. Looks like we might be approaching that cross. Volume declining. Yeah, I would hold off. I wouldn't get into that just yet. Again, I would say I would start laddering in some buy orders around 0.0682, and then again, like I said, guys, I just ladder my buys just under these fib levels, right? So either it's gonna run and it'll pick it up on the way up, or you know, if it's already passed, then I'm waiting for those dips. Like when you see these big candles like this situation right here, so you would have had I would have had a buy order somewhere in here, and it may or may not have picked up. But those are the plays I like to make, because I like to trade with just using limit orders and stop losses. I don't make market orders because I try not to FOMO in. Barry Herbst, NULS price prediction by the end of the year. Okay, look at my face. Look at me in the eye right now. I'm never going to make a price prediction for the end of the year on anything ever, because this is crypto and that is ridiculous and crazy. The people that make those kind of predictions are full of shit, is what, pardon my French, are full of malarkey, because there's no way with as much volatility as there is in this space, with as much volatility as there is in this market, and as much price action as we get on anything, and as much as this market is affected by hype and news cycles, it's ridiculous to make a price prediction by the end of the year for anything ever, because it's not even March. There's so much that can happen between now and then. It's just impossible. My opinion, I like NULS, so guys, I know these are like what really sells on the YouTube videos is top 5 this and price prediction that and whatever. I don't do that. I don't make predictions because I think it's or at least I try not to make ridiculous predictions that I can't stick back. Yeah, it is fun to let your imagination run. Well, you know, anything's possible. This is crypto. I mean, you know, it could be everything, Moon. But again, it's really all going to depend on what Bitcoin does. That is my opinion until we see more fiat pairs. So let's see here. I just FOMO'd into Bitcoin Cash. Well, good for you, man. I mean, you know, all I can do is say what kind of moves I make. I'm not here to, you can make whatever kind of moves you want to make. I'm just here to give you my opinion, and you know, hopefully you will factor all kinds of people's opinions in when you're making your own decisions. So let's see. Oh yeah, no, the guys know. Sam and Snay love to make a prediction. I just don't. I'll make short-term predictions. You know, like I said, that's my question mark Bitcoin to 10K. Yeah, I think for sure we're going to see Bitcoin to 10K. Hopefully before the close of the month, but if not, then very likely as soon as just around the corner. Hey, Boise, no, you didn't miss the Verge shill. No, you did not miss the Verge shill. No Verge shilling today, and no Verge bashing today. You know, whatever. They made their announcement, and no one is asking me about FOMOing into it today, so I'm not smashing them. Anyway, all right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Good time to sell your Bitcoin Cash. Is it? Let's look at BCH. Wow. Yeah, it's mooning, isn't it? I mean, that's not all-time highs, but boy, that's getting up there, isn't it? Well, guys, I will definitely be keeping an eye on that at this point, because that might be a good time to crack open that wallet and turn a little bit of this BCH back into some BCC for me. Yeah, I wouldn't buy in right now, for sure not. Here's why. And God, you know, guys, I really just feel like I sound like a broken record, but we see declining volume, right? And we see a little bit of increase in volume here, but overall declining volume from this massive run, right? What do we see on the MACD? We see this gap starting to get much wider. We see the histogram starting to curl down. Looks like we had, it did curl down a little bit and then started to run back up a little bit, but couple that with how oversold this RSI is, overbought rather, I'm sorry, and I'm not buying right now, but I might look at selling right now. If you are considering making trades BCH versus BTC, its value is up higher than it has been in a very long time. So yeah, I would consider taking some profit on that. I will consider taking some profit on that. I'm going to consider taking some profit on that because, like I said, I do have some sitting in a software wallet. So what else? Did McAfee start predictions because he said they were stupid and he made them so ridiculous people would quit asking? Then he realized they loved it. Yeah, he's the ultimate shill. I mean, he gets a lot of money for a shill, right? Like 100K per tweet or something ridiculous, 105K, something like that. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, well, hey, I don't know. I don't think he invented the shill, but he certainly is maximizing his profit on it. Let's see, just read US government will not outlaw privacy coins. Hey, link me on that. Throw a link to that in the chat. I would love to look into that because, as we all know, I am a fan of Monero and a few other privacy coins, and that makes me very happy. What do I think about Cardano? I love Cardano. I like Charles Hoskinson. I think he is a very smart guy. I think he has, I think he has really good ethics, and he is wants to do what's right for the good of humanity in general. I think that's his overall worldview, and I think he's a really smart guy, so I like Cardano. With that, let's go take a look at the price action, because I know it was getting some mention on Fast Money recently and had a little bit of a run. So looks like it started to consolidate a little bit. Yeah, I would say now, if you've been chasing Cardano, now would be a time to consider, you know, now that it's started to consolidate, now would be a time that it might be good to consider picking some up. Let's take a look. Where are we at? 16th. Well, I'll just do from the weekend. 20th. Yeah, look at that. So it peaked over the weekend. Yeah, that's all looking pretty good to me. In fact, yeah, I might go buy some Cardano right now. Here's why I say that RSI is looking beautiful, right dead in the center. MACD, we start to see the cup forming right now. Let's see, let's check a confirmation on the shorter time frames, but you look at that, histogram's curling up. We start to see that cup forming over for the bull cross, and looks like On the 2 hour, that is starting to confirm, although that's not a huge amount of movement. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 hour. Yeah, I think Cardano looks like it might be ready to go for another little walk, if not a run. So yeah, might not be a bad time to look at picking some up. And where I would pick some up, yeah, I would just ladder in some orders anywhere after 31.50. Basically, that's right on that. That's right on that 0.886, which is in that juicy buy range. Yeah, anywhere in here. Although, when the recent all-time high is there, I don't know if you've been holding it since back before like the 15th, then I would consider setting your stop losses a little bit closer to that area, in preparation that it might break down. I mean, we do see some declining bull volume there. I don't know, tough call. I don't know. If Bitcoin keeps running, then I would say absolutely now is a good time. I would consider buying Cardano, depending on what Bitcoin is going to continue doing. All right. So let's see what else we got here. If BTC breaks 10K, Ripple will moon. Everybody knows if BTC breaks 10K, everything will moon. Let's not be ridiculous here. BNB. All right, yeah, let's take a look at Binance Coin. Well, that has been consolidating after its run. And let's see. This is... Oh, that's a long time ago. That's well, it's basically fighting. Look at this is historical resistance right here. So this is back March. Sorry, I have to go through it in my head because I will always say May instead of March. I seem to have dyslexia for those two, or whatever that is for names instead of just letters. Yeah, so it's bouncing around right at resistance right now. So I would keep an eye on it. It's printing a red candle as we speak on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at smaller intervals. Confirming a red candle on the 2 hour and the 1 hour. And looks like we've had the volume there is bearish. We had a bear cross. Yeah, it looks like that's about to start to break down. So yeah, I wouldn't be picking up any now, but that being said, if you are looking to hold some to help reduce some of your trading fees, which is really the main advantage of BNB coin. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, look at it at the 618 resistance. So if you're looking to pick some up, I'd wait for it to drop back down into this range between 14,250 and 14.6. That's I would wait for that. I would watch what these next couple of candles do. Let's see what that looks like on the 30. Yeah, it looks like the resistance, or rather, I'm sorry, the support is going to be at that 14.9 sats level right now, but looks like it might bounce off that again. If it breaks that, then I would say hold off. I wouldn't get involved until we see how it works through the 618 range there. Tough call. Yeah, I think that's got further downward action to go, is my opinion on that. All right, check out ETH on GDAX. Serious sell walls. Let's take a look at GDAX. Nope, just let me look at the exchange. Yeah, that is some serious sell walls. That's 675. I don't know. I suspect those would get eaten up pretty quick. I mean, look at it. We're watching him get chewed up right now. Yeah, well, just keep that in mind. You know, if you are going to try to chase this run, know that there's massive sell walls sitting at 675 and 670 basically. So keep that in mind if you are going to try to chase this parabolic run. What else? What else? ETH BTC. Sorry, I'm looking at ETH USD. Let's take a look at ETH BTC. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay, you weren't kidding. Yeah, those are some serious sell walls. Wow. And not a lot of buy volume in there. Not a lot of buy orders. I suspect we're going to see that price trade sideways for a little bit. That's what I think. That's... yeah, that's a lot of sell volume to get through. Alright. Favorite movie, DJ, car, custom with NULS. I like German cars. They're fun to drive. So I drive a German car. I don't want to give away too much so nobody stalks me, but it's a reasonable one. It's nothing fancy. That'll tell you that. It's fun to drive. It's nothing fancy. You guys can do the math on that. Favorite movie, Fight Club, hands down. Probably one of the few instances that the book is better than the movie. Or I'm sorry, I said it backwards, that the movie's better than the book. How did I learn technical analysis? I learned technical analysis from literally spending all of my free time for about 2 years after work, going home and studying. And if you want to know how long, 2 years. Best way to learn TA? Well, I guess that is a perfect opportunity for me to go ahead and do this. The best way to learn TA that I can tell you right now is to join the Cryptosomniac Advantage. Guys, seriously, I started out, I learned so much from Sam and Sneh. You know, I had rudimentary skills, I had rudimentary trading skills, but I learned so much from Sam and Sneh, and I have gotten even sharper because of Amal and Jordan. Amal was on, if you guys want to get a little bit of taste of what Amal has to offer. About 2 weeks ago, Sam had him on over the weekend doing an analysis, and he does that regularly in the Moon Lounge as a member of the Cryptosomniac Advantage. So what is the Cryptosomniac Advantage? Well, that is a program we offer, and let me just say you can go over to cryptosomniac.com, and then up here you'll see the little rocket and click the Cryptosomniac Advantage to join. And I believe, yeah, we are already logged in here. So you'll see you would have access to all of these reports. Here's one of the weekly analysis by Amal. Financial reports on traditional market, in-depth reports on different coins. We had ontology, Mint Health, for example, and there's several pages of this stuff. We put out several reports during the week. As well as on different ICOs, in-depth existing coin reviews, etc., etc. We've got full-time writers and 2 full-time analysts that are in the Moon Lounge. And so if you want to get better at TA, the best way I know of is to get into an active community of traders that will help you learn and can teach you. And I always say the best way to get better at something is to do that thing with people that are better at it than you. And so I'm very grateful that Jordan and Amal are active in the Moon Lounge. You know, they are in there all the time. They help me sharpen up my skills. They help me confirm things that I see in the charts that I believe. And yeah, we're not financial advisors, and this isn't financial advice, but we are all very active traders, and we are all experienced crypto people, and we are a community of experienced crypto people. So you can get in there, and it's sort of like having access to these live streams 24 hours a day. You can pull your phone out of your pocket, jump on a Slack, take a look at your Tradingview account, see something you think is happening, and you can get over there and say, hey guys, this is what I see, and get feedback from other people that are active active crypto traders. So you can take one-on-one appointments with Amal or Jordan, with Sam, with Sneh, and actually soon enough myself, if you want to talk about your portfolio, talk about the different coins, see if see if you can get overall reviews on what you are holding, or you know, to just get feedback on what your portfolio looks like, what kind of coins are in the portfolio. So anyway, the reason I'm running on about this is because you can join for free right now for 14 days. You can get a 14-day free trial. You can have access to all these reports. You can have access to the Moon Lounge and the members, you know, Sam, Snay, myself, Jordan, Amal, our administrative team, and yeah, so what do you got to lose? Go sign up, join for free, and take it for a test drive, and hopefully you'll like it enough, and stay with us. So it's a good community. Anyway, that is my momentary shill on the Cryptosomniac advantage. I think it's worth your time. Back to yeah. Well, hey, if you're just gonna softball them into me, of course I'm gonna knock it out of the park. So yeah, let's see. Yes, yeah. Smash that thumbs up button, guys. If you are enjoying the content, we do strive to provide a lot of good free content to you, and so if you are enjoying it and you are entertained and getting good information from these streams, please do smash that thumbs up, and you know, feel free to like, share, and hit that notifications button over on YouTube. Hit the little bell so you know when we go live, and then you can see me run on about all kinds of ridiculous stuff and hear really good advice from Snay. All right, can we have a look at what BTC is doing? Well, Jeff, I did do that, but since I love Bitcoin, we'll go ahead and jump over there and take another look real quick. And then I need to take a look at some of these other things before I wrap it up, because I'm not going to do another 3-hour stream today, guys. I couldn't believe I was on for 3 hours the other day, and I'm sorry. Thank you for anybody that did stay along with me for that entire time, but that's way too long. I'm trying to keep this to an hour. So yeah, let's get back over to Bitcoin, and oh, look at that. Yeah, guys, I think the bulls have it. I think the bulls have the market, and we are off to the races, is my personal opinion. If you must, again, I never recommend chasing a run like this, but if you must, I would ladder in some orders. Geez, anywhere above 89.40. Well, that's a 30-minute candle. Yep. Ladder in some orders there. You know, if you're trying to, again, I don't recommend this. I never recommend this. If you're trying to jump in the next 15 minutes because this is happening, you know, then keep in mind that the 0.23 level is going to be something that whales and other traders are keeping an eye on. So set your stop loss slightly above that level, and if you're buying in, then I would start to set your buy orders just a little under this, so you can miss those, or you can catch those. You can catch those little dips, like see right here. If we zoom in on this, it went just under because people keep these psychological levels in mind. So you could have picked up if you had your buy order set there at, so yeah, what is that, 91? I was like 91.13 would have been right at the fib level, and if somebody had a buy order set anywhere from 906 to 913, you would have just snapped up some on that little bounce. Would you consider setting a limit below 10K to see if we bounce off and consolidate? I always recommend taking profit, so depending on where your last buy order was at. Depending on where my last buy order was at, that was what would make me consider. That would be what made me consider. Sorry, we have Travis Taylor. Thank you, Travis. With Med, are you talking about Med Chain? Give me a second. I'll take a look at that. But yeah, anyway, my point being is I always recommend profit takes. So if you've had any buy orders below this nice fat green candle that we had here, I would recommend setting up, you know, a percentage, and this would be up to you. I can't tell you what percentage to be comfortable with, whatever percentage of your portfolio or the percentage of the buys that you made prior to this run, you know, I would consider taking a small percentage of profit with that. Because again, you never know if it's going to break down, and you might have the opportunity. So this is the fun stuff about trading, right, guys? You might have the opportunity to pick up more. You could get stopped out. I did get stopped out a couple of like a week ago, I guess. when it was bouncing around between 6 and 7, and I missed a little bit of the run between 7 and 8. So I told you guys I will always be honest with my wins and my losses, and that one was something I'm still a little upset with myself about for not seeing it coming. But you know, sometimes you just can't see these. I mean, this would have been nothing you could have really predicted quite that much of a jump. So you just got to be ready. All right, Metablock. Let's see. Is it on TradingView? Is it MED? Is the ticker? Let me see what happens if I type Metablock. I see no Metablock. Can you tell me the ticker on that, Travis? Tell me the ticker. I'll take a look. My standard, well, it depends on the coin, right? I'm usually, because I'm kind of like I said, I'm kind of conservative, so I'll consider taking profit anywhere up above 8%, and that just depends on the coin and the project. So you know, Bitcoin has huge sweeps, so I'll maybe get a little greedier with where I wait to take profit. But yeah, I'll usually start to consider taking profit anywhere between 8 and 10%, just because I think a reliable 8 to 10% profit is something I can be happy with over time. If I can do that day to day, week to week, yeah. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes it trades sideways, and then you get another opportunity to buy back in for roughly the same thing you got stopped out for. So anyway, Med. All right, guys. I tried Med, and I don't see it come up on the ticker, but Med BTC. I see a whole lot of stocks. I see a lot of crypto. What exchange does it trade on? How many? I cannot disclose. Actually, I don't think Snay. I think Snay is way less nerdier than you might think. There's he's not big into that sort of stuff that I can tell. You know, he's a data nerd. Yeah, sorry guys. Med, as you can see, I would chart it for you if I can. You can tell me what chart, what exchange it trades on. I'd be happy to go try to take a look if it's on Bittrex or Huobi or one of those. But anyway, who else? Who else is asking about stuff? Shout out Crypto Cali. Glad you're already a member of the Advantage. Appreciate that. Hope you are enjoying your membership. All right. Going back, yeah, hey, I did see that. Sam does have a Udemy course. You can get that on cryptosomniac.com as well. I believe we have a link to it from, if you go to the products page, and then yeah, video course. You can just click this and it'll take you over to get it on Udemy. So 37 bucks, totally reasonable, and it's full of good information. It is a little bit older at this point. I think Sam made it at the beginning of last year, but the trading strategies hold true. So definitely worth the money and worth the time. All right, let's see. Oh, what's up, Amal? Good to see you, my man. Let's see. EOS listed in an eToro. It's a strange platform where they say you own the coins, but you don't get a wallet, and you can only sell them back to the exchange. Huh, that's strange. I don't know about that. You own the coins, but you don't get a wallet. I'm not sure how I feel about that. This is something that launched. Oh, it's listed on eToro. Got it, got it. Sorry, I was like, that was launched on EOS? I didn't know anything was launched on EOS yet. What else? What else? Well, nobody's trying to FOMO into EOS or Ontology today? Everybody finally got their appetite sated for those? Let's see. Med chain? Maybe. Let's take a look. That's what I thought too. MTN. Let's see. Vail Resorts. And not what we're looking for. There we go. I found it. Is this the med chain? Is this the droids we're looking for? Oof. Boy, there's those ugly candles that I was talking about with Qash. I really don't like it when a chart looks like this. Oh, out to the 1 hour, out to the 2 hour. Out to the 4 hour. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like it. It looks like bots to me. I don't know. Sam is saving lives and signing autographs. That's what Sam does. He's a great man, out doing great things, and he will be back. But you know, he's just got some secret stuff he's working on, and he will be back. Saving lives, signing autographs. That's what I'm sticking to for now. But he will be back. Don't worry. I'll be the token white guy until then. You know, I know I'm not quite as entertaining as Sam, but you know, maybe I'm funnier. I don't know. All right, let's see. Metablock on Gate.io. MED. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. NULS. Let's take a look. NULS BTC. And that is a chart I can get involved in. Let's see here. On the 4 hour. Boy, that is great volume, isn't it? It is looking a little bit overbought, but that's starting to come back down with that one red candle. Man, again, it's already started to run, but I would wait for this to consolidate a little bit, and then yeah, that's looking pretty good. That is a lot of volume. There's a lot of volume. That's good. Yeah. Tradingview tells you buy. Not that I care much about. Oh, the chat's in the way. Here, let me move the chat. Look at that. Tradingview says buy. I don't listen to Tradingview's things there. That just means everybody else is in buy mode today. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. So if we were looking for an entry and exit, let's go clear back from our local min to our local max. Yeah, I think we can see it come down a little bit. This looks like it's probably going to cup over 4 hour. Yep, already looking like it. Declining. Yep, and we see the bull, or yeah, the bear cross there on the 1 hour on the histogram. So I wouldn't get in just yet, but it looks like you might have some good buying opportunities coming up. As far as what I would look to get in at, yeah, I would say anywhere between 31,500 and 32,100. Just yeah, ladder them in. Again, guys, I'm way more conservative, and I like catching the bounces where killer whales come in. So this is I try to stick to my trading strategy, and so unfortunately, you guys, I'm probably just going to tell you what, because I say what I'm going to do, because I'm not telling you what to do with your money. This is what I would do. So that being said, if you had already bought into this, I would set my stop loss at 33.6, 33.7, somewhere in there, and watch it out. If you're looking to set some buys on this, I would say, yeah, if you're looking for that immediate 33.3 down to 32.6, but yeah, like I said, I would ladder in some buy orders anywhere up from 31. The killer whale strategy. Do you know what I'm talking about? The killer whales come in and they go stop loss hunting, right? They have a huge amount of money, and they have a huge amount of ability to shift the market, and they are all looking at the same stuff we are, right? Where they're looking at these fib levels, they're looking at the resistance levels. You know what? Here we go. This is a good example. So we used to see some resistance here at 31,872. That became support. And that's why I didn't say, put your buy order in there. I would look at it here, because there's going to be, if it does break down from here back down to here, there's going to be some killer whales coming in, putting a bunch of sell orders in, trying to trigger some stop losses. And you might as well take advantage of that and pick up when those people get stopped out of their position. That's what I like to do. Anyway, so can I go over Nano? Sure. Is the ticker on that still XRB, right? Ray blocks, I believe. Yep. No. Maybe it is just Nano now. It is just Nano now. Okay. Let's have a look. See. Boy, that was the 13th. Some huge candles. Huh. Well, It actually right now, just looking at this looks to me like Nano might be about to take off again. Let's see. Or we might have just seen it. That could have been the ascending triangle right here. So it might already be running. See, that's on the 4 hour. I do like this project. Their speed is incredible for transaction times. I wish they would have stuck with Rayblocks though. I don't know why. I thought Rayblocks was a cooler name. Nano is kind of rinsed. It's gonna be one of those things that, like, you know, 10 years down the road, people are like, nobody says that anymore. Does Stellar Lumens have a bright future? Travis, I sure hope so, because I have a huge bag of it. I like Stellar, you know, in comparison when we all know my opinion on Ripple. I don't like it. And I like Stellar as a competitor. So I certainly hope they have a bright future. I know they have a good team. I know they do have several actual market use cases that have come up over the last year or so. So I certainly hope so, but let's take a look at that. Well, before I get off of this Nano, yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to break down anytime soon, so I would say maybe look at some buys between laddering them in 84 to 85, and then yeah, I don't know, guys. I'd watch that stop loss. So you're either going to set it a little above, or you could also set it a little bit below. Because see that again, this is you want to try to avoid that getting hit by that same strategy I'm using to pick up, right? Mana, Decentraland, Ready Player One. Oh, it's the Oasis. It's a decentralized VR rig. Is that what it is? Stellar's at Betamax. Well, I will say that's unfortunately Ripple does have a leg up with them on partnerships with banks, but again, until it's mandatory for the banks to use the Stellar, I'm sorry, the Ripple XRP token to move that money around, I still don't think that XRP is going to have as much value as everybody thinks it does. But we'll see. All right, so let's see. Yeah, Stellar Lumens. Oops. There we go. Let's have a look. See how Stellar's looking today. Ooh. It's just knocking around that resistance level, and we see quite a bit of bull volume moving in. Yeah, that might be a sell for me today. Yep, histogram curling down on the 1 hour. Looks like, yeah, volume, or the histogram is starting to drop off there. Yeah, that might be a stop loss protect your investment situation right there, guys. With the increasing sell volume, I would set a stop loss there. That's what I would say. Oops, sorry, wrong place. Yeah, I think I'm getting in there and I'm setting my stop loss. 41.20, something like that. I think that's what I'm going to go do. As soon as I get off this stream, actually, I'm going over to Bittrex to sort that out. Because I think that does look like it could break down. a little bit from there. So might as well take that opportunity to acquire some more. That is one that I am going to be holding on to long term. So why not take the opportunity to accumulate a little bit? Yeah, Stellar has a conscience. That exactly. I mean, are you saying that as a bad thing? That's why I like them. I'm a little bit idealistic, in case you guys haven't noticed, just a little bit, but yeah. Let's see here. TRON surpassed LTC in volume. Let's have a look-see. In volume or in overall market cap? I'll tell you this, guys. I've had a lot of my friends that like a month ago were telling me, get out of that crypto, you're going to get wrecked, reaching out to me asking about TRON, which I thought was particularly interesting, that people that were non-crypto people were reaching out to me asking about TRON. Just asking what is it and what do I think of it. So wouldn't surprise me if it's had a little run lately. Let's see. Let's see. Whoops, I'm sorting by RSI. I need to be sorting by. There we go. Well, up 10%. So take a look at that. There goes TRX. Wow. Did they announce another partnership with a company that they already own? Is that what happened? I think long-term TRON is actually a really good project. I got rid of a bunch of mine a while back in the short term because I don't like market. I get marketing fatigue. Excuse me. When a project announces a new partnership with a new partnership, and then they make an announcement about a partnership, and then they're going to make an announcement about an announcement that they're going to make about a partnership that they're going to make, that is arduous to me. It makes me want to like just get it out of my mind because I'm ridiculous that way. But anyway, so I did sell some of my TRON a while back. But I think long term the project definitely has legs. Think of it as a decentralized app store, right? So it'd be like the App Store or the the Google Play Store or whatever. Don't think of it as just a video game developer's ground. Think of it as something that could be a decentralized app store, and you could see there's a lot of potential in that project. Yes, I agree. Conscience is a cool thing. That's why I like a lot of the projects that I like, is because I think they're not shitty people. Like let's be honest, guys. I mean, again, just to touch on part of my overall why I'm into crypto is I like its ability to give some control back to regular people, or its potential to do so. I like its ability to change, or its potential to change the financial system as it currently stands, because I'm not a big fan of the way it currently stands. It's very, very rigged in the favor of just a few people, and I don't necessarily want to build a new system that is just rigged in the favor of a new group of people. I don't think that's going to accomplish anything positive in the long term. I think truly we need to make it an open and decentralized thing with less control by certain interests. So yeah, that's why I like projects like Substratum. That's why I like projects like Cardano, etc. So anyway, but that being said, yeah, it's on a pullback, and again, it's you're down from the highs, and I always say wait for it to pull back. So let's take a look at what some nice buy levels might be for TRON currently. On the 4 hour, histogram looking good on the 4 hour. Starting to get pretty run up on the 2 hour, and you can see it start to curl back down there. I bet we'll see a confirmation out on the 1 hour. Yeah, so I think it might come down a little bit more. That being said, I suspect we will probably consolidate somewhere up in this region. So then let's jump that out to some smaller candles. And if you were looking for a buy opportunity, I would say you could start laddering in some orders. For a realistic, purchase, I would say you could probably ladder in some orders anywhere between 628 to 633. I would think I could pick some up within that range, at least sometime within the next 24 hours on one of those killer whale strategies. So anyway, Ah, thanks, Josh Jones. I appreciate it, man. You know, that's part of why I like this channel. That's part of why I wanted to work with these guys. Is I think they're honest guys. You know, I think they're honest people. I think they have the best interest of the public in heart. They don't come out here just to shill things for their own personal benefit, and that really resonated with me as a person, which is why I work with Sam and Snay now, because you know, I think they do have the interest of the blockchain at heart, and you know, in the meantime, if we can all get wealthy in the process, great. And I think having a collaborative community is going to be a major factor in that happening. So let's see. AI is bad for us. You know, man, I agree. I'm afraid of our robot overlords. But you know, it may be inevitable. It's, if you watch Silicon Valley, there's the running gag on the last couple episodes about because it's an inevitability for AI to be a thing, that the people, we need to help it become a reality, because by the time it eventually becomes a reality, it's going to seek out and punish those who tried to stop it. I think that's pretty humorous and also potentially realistic. So who knows? Anyway, we'll see. It all comes down to who has a real use case and is best at it, and who's first. Ripple, Icon, Omisego, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero. Yeah. Market adoption will be the main thing, right? That is going to ultimately decide which one of these things is going to be king. And right now, it's Bitcoin. But it could be any of them. I mean, who knows, guys? I think, honestly, long term, I don't think it's Bitcoin, because there are going to be technologies that will come out and surpass it. But I think we're a long ways from that. So in the meantime, BTC is still my biggest bag and my main squeeze when I'm talking about trading. So yeah, I still don't see it as having surpassed. Is that? Let me go look on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, no dice. So either you're asking me that question, or you're making a very strong prediction yourself. And as we know, I don't like making predictions. So yeah, that's right, Boise. That's right. You know, it's funny. As much as I'm like, yes, I am a huge fan of pushing the blockchain forward and the reforms in the various industries that it can create, or at least guide. That is going to mean that a lot of middleman jobs are going away, which is just a fact of life. And while I don't necessarily think that is a bad thing, because I especially think that there's been a huge industry created around moving numbers around, and so I think a lot of people in finance have jobs that maybe aren't as necessary to the world as they could be, and they're very well compensated for those jobs because they got into a position to continue to do so. Yeah, teach your kids to code ASAP. That's a really smart thing, actually. In fact, oh geez, where was it? I was just looking at, they were offering Solidity courses. Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that, but I swear I saw some free Solidity courses, which I think would be a real smart move. I mean, you know, two things. I think you should put kids into some sort of martial art, so they learn what it's like to get punched in the face, and they learn that they should treat everyone with respect, and also builds a lot of self-confidence. And I think teaching them to code, or at least about financial literacy, should be mandatory. If you're a parent, those are two things. You should teach your kid how to handle themselves in the world, or if you can't, then you should take them to somebody who can, and you should teach them how to be financially literate, and if you can't, then you should take them to somebody who can. All right, let's take a look at OMG. Sure. And this is, I'm going to look at OMG, and I think that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. I promised I wasn't going an hour and a half, and I'm pushing up on the hour mark right now. So Omisego, where you at? I know I have this on here. Ontology, good heavens. Ah, there we go. Wow. Let's see. Thoughts on their hard spin? No. that is not what this channel is for. I'm here to teach you how to not get wrecked, not how to not get punched in the face. But if you are interested in learning that, I recommend finding a local gym that actually trains fighters. OMG. All right, so it's hit the consolidation point. We see it. It's now, it looks like support, or rather, it's bumping up against the traditional resistance. Does it look like it's going to go for a run? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I see bear cross, but with declining action on the histogram there on the 4-hour. I bet that confirms on the smaller intervals. Yep, sure enough. Yeah, and look at that on the 1 hour. We've also started to see it drop in the bearish direction. So yeah, I would set my stop losses on that. I think we have some downward action to go on that. Just mostly based on this huge amount of sell volume here, and the MACD, the moving average, looks like it could come down a little bit. That being said, if you are trying to get involved, if I were trying to get involved right now, you could set some buy orders in about 17.4-ish. Again, be careful when you're approaching that fib level, but yeah, 17.4 to 17.5 somewhere, if you wanted to. Yeah, otherwise I don't know. That for me looks like it might be a sell. But I'm just holding my OMG. There's a lot of things that I don't I just have sitting in a long-term bag, and OMG is one of them. I don't trade in and out of it much. All right. Well, guys, I think that is actually going to wrap it up for me. I'm not Conor McGregor. I do have kind of a similar haircut, and we're both white guys, and I'm pretty sure I've got a portion of Irish descent by this red beard, but certainly no Conor McGregor, that is for sure. So anyways, that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. So if you are still watching and if you are still with me, this is the time where we do the, what is it? Giving away free crypto. So again, I'm going to let Snake give it away now. But if you will comment with your ERC20 address on the, on the YouTube, and then over on Facebook, if you give us a share, and Twitter, if you retweet it, then we will get on and give us away. Show us your tat. Next time I wear short sleeves, I'll show you one of my tattoos. So yeah, anyway, so go ahead and post ERC20 address on YouTube, and like and share on Facebook and Twitter, and when Snay is on, we'll give away some free crypto. And I swear I'll figure out how to do this shortly. I just don't know what wallet they send it out of is really the ultimate thing. Otherwise, I'd be giving you guys some crypto too. So I think that's it for me, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And just one more time to say it, go on over to cryptosomniac.com and sign up for the advantage. You get a free 2-week trial, 14 days. Take advantage of it. Get in there, download the reports, read them all, get educated, and then hop over into the Moon Lounge and make friends. Make some connections with other active traders and other active ICO investors, etc. Hop on over there. Get in. It's free. What do you got to lose? Oh, and also, I just did start my own Twitter as well. I mean, I have one, obviously, because I'm a musician, but I did start a crypto Twitter so that my music people will stop telling me to stop tweeting about crypto. And you guys can follow me there if you want. It is at Cryptosinewave, SINEWAVE, at Cryptosinewave. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter, and hopefully I'll have some entertaining stuff on over there. Until then, this is Jason, Cryptosomniac out. Talk to you guys soon.